Hey, so I've been trying to make this particular video for a few months, and I hope you guys will bear with me. It's going to get a little convoluted. Um, and it's about a subject that is highly personal to me, so you get to hear a little bit of my personal history here. Um, but I couldn't find a way to approach this particular topic without sounding like some sanctimonious douchebag trying to teach other people how to live their lives. And so I think through somebody else's unbelievable misfortune, I have found a way to actually approach this in a sane fashion, if not an orderly one. And the subject is addiction. Um, you know, my original intent was to talk about addiction and how it affects you after the shit hits the fan and without rule of law and all of the people who are going to do anything to feed their addictions, which is true. And even something as simple as smoking, you can start a conversation with somebody over a bummed cigarette and they pump you for information and you don't even know it. So in addition to that, you have people that'll lie, cheat, and steal and sell their own mama for, a dime bag these days. And that's only going to get worse when all of those supplies go away, when the alcohol is gone, when the meth labs, are crushed or out of supplies, whatever. So I was going to approach it from that angle, and those are absolutely true things. It's a weakness in your armor that you got to patch up. You absolutely have to address it now, in my opinion, so that you don't do something incredibly bad to hurt other people when things get hard. So the incident that brought me to this moment is that I watched the Needy Homesteaders video about the accident that she and her family got into. And my heart is absolutely broken for that family. That poor woman she's in hell. And she needs all the help she can give. And I figure if I put myself out there a little bit, maybe whatever grace I've managed to earn will pass to her somehow through whatever workings of the universe. So I am a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 4 years, 5 months, and 14 days. No, 18 days, sorry. And nothing ever happened in my life. I never physically harmed anybody because of it. I didn't crash my car. I never beat my wife or kids over it. It wasn't that. I stood long enough looking into the void, and I figured out that the void was looking back into me. And so I chose on my own, with no court encouragement, to end that addiction and to fight it, to finally step up to the plate. My daily prayer is in the morning. I say, Father, spare me today that I may serve. Thank you for keeping me sober yesterday. Please keep me sober today. And should my strength fail, please lend me yours. And that's the hope that me putting this out there maybe speaks to at least one person who can put the brakes on a bad situation and improve their lives and avoid the splash effect that addiction has on all the people around you. I started drinking at 9 years old, and I was not always a good person. I mean, I wasn't raised in the perfect environment, and a lot of us weren't, but I made every excuse to drink. I lied. because I was insecure about who I was. I wanted everybody to accept me, and I wanted to be everybody's friend. So I told a lot of stories, most of which people figured out real quick, just didn't say anything to me, but never spoke to me again. So I was that asshole. I again chose to fight my addiction because I understood it was not making me, it was adding nothing to my life. And it was adding nothing to my children's lives. It was nothing but a detriment, and I could see the ever tightening spiral coming. So I patched up the hole in my armor. I don't even have the urge to drink most days anymore, and I'm very, very happy for that. And I've had the support of an amazing group of family and friends and new friends, and God has put an amazing life and world in front of me, and I see that now. I was never anybody's victim. I had no damn excuse to do what I was doing. I was flawed. I was weak. And, I mean, we're all broken vessels. I get that. But there you go. So, what happened to Needy Homesteader is she and her family were leaving a restaurant. They turned the corner and were immediately hit head on by a drunk driver. Somebody, there but for the grace of God go I. I could have been that person in the driver's seat when I was being an idiot. I mean, it was blind luck that I never hurt anybody. It really was. And whatever gift fate gave me to avoid that moment, thank you. Her husband was killed instantly. She herself was critically injured, including bleeding in the brain, 2 broken arms, 2 broken feet. One of her legs was pretty much destroyed and is now nothing but a mass of pins and rods. Both of her children that were in the car were injured. One of them badly enough, I guess, was compound fractures of the arms. She ran into somebody that could have been me when I was being dumb, when I was being unthinking, when I was being uncaring. So without trying to tell somebody else how to live their life, I'm requesting that if you know somebody who's struggling with addiction right now, do everything you can to help them. Get them out of it. Do anything you can and have those hard conversations. Push them, nudge them, cajole them. It doesn't matter. In the end, if they say, I hate you, you're ruining my life, fine. Take that one for the team, because even if they think you're ruining their life, you may be saving an entire family from the kind of tragedy that the needy homesteader is going through right now. Don't let them pretend to be a victim. Don't let them hem and haw. Don't let them cop out like I did. Just have those hard conversations. Show them this video. Show them it can be done. Geez, maybe sometimes somebody just needs a little bit of hope. And you know what? I could be that case. Maybe I could be somebody's hope. And show them the video. I mean, I'm a healthy, normal guy who put his life back together and works hard for his family. And while I admit that I have done unbelievable amounts of wrong, I think I've been graced with the determination and the strength and the people to support me, and just a touch of my own will and a little bit of help from God got me to this place. And I continue that fight every day. The single biggest thing, I guess, that helps me is I'm not afraid. I fucked up. I fucked up a lot. And you know what? Right here, go ahead. Take your best shot. In the end, I can say I'm sorry, And part of the 12-step program is to make amends. I will do anything I can to make amends. And, I mean, that's all I can give. Maybe what I got today and the inspiration I got is to give somebody else hope. It'll shore up your defenses for your life. You won't be a slave to a habit, and you won't be a danger to the people around you or a detriment to your group. Step up to the plate and fight. Don't be afraid. You know what? We all fuck up. And if somebody's unwilling to forgive you, well, maybe you got to do what you got to do to earn that right. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't duck it. Step up and fight, not just for you, for your kids, for the people around you. Give yourself the best gift you can give. It's your freedom from that substance that is enslaving you. You will be shocked at how quickly life can turn around for you. And you will be shocked at how much respect people will give you. They'll see you addressing your weakness. And if you do the right things, if your actions and convictions match your words, you will be very surprised at how many people will support you and help you. That's the way it works. But you've got to be honest. You've got to do your inventory, your moral inventory, which is one of the 12 steps. And that's going to suck. It really is. I mean, in order to gain my freedom, I had to go against the grain of who I am. I was a football player. I was a soldier. I don't like losing. And in the end, in order to win, I had to take a knee in a room full of strangers and admit that I couldn't win on my own. I had to lose in order to win. Don't be afraid to take that step. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. And you're going to have to apologize a lot. And you're going to have to do a lot of work because you owe that. You owe that to the people you hurt. And in the end, the dividends are going to be immense. You'll be a better prepper for it because you won't be in a position where you're a slave to a habit where people can take advantage of it. You'll never have to trade for it. You'll never fall into the pitfall of that if you deal with it now, when things are good. And the other thing is, the splash effect goes the other way too. While you can do an immense amount of damage while you're drinking or drugging or whatever you're doing, whatever your poison is, you can also do an immense amount of good by addressing it quickly and helping people, apologizing, making up for what you did. All of those things are possible if you just take a knee, if you just ask for help, if you just had the courage to look at yourself in the mirror and you have the courage to be honest about what you did. So there you go. It's my 2 cents for the day. And I would encourage anybody who sees this, even if you don't have an addiction problem, if you know somebody who does, show it to them. Hey, you know what? I got broad shoulders. If somebody wants to take a swing at me for being an addict or being an alcoholic, hey, come and get you some. Because I know what I did. I know what I owe. So find your grace and earn it back. That's my advice, and I hope this helps. I hope this helps somebody. And if you can, reach out to the needy homesteader and help her out. And that's not needy as in she needs things, although she needs all the support she can get right now. It's need as in kneading bread, Knead. Okay? And if you can help her and her family, or if you can even just send a card or a text, or even just say a prayer for her, man, go for it. Because if anybody needs help right now, it's her. And just remember, there's hope for all of us. But don't be that guy that hits the family head on. Don't be that guy who steals or robs or kills because of an addiction. Just please stop. Find a way to stop. Ask for the help. Thanks, guys. Hope I helped anybody today.